The title page of Calendar of Crime says this story takes place September 3rd, when the story itself says it's the 13th. Continuity? Arglefonth Book Review, Arglefonth Book Review. Ellery is invited to a really weird college. The methodical Professor Chip has gone missing. He was supposed to return to campus for the start of term 10 days ago, but nobody's heard from him. I'm sure his students are worried. We meet his fellow teachers, Dr. Barlow and Professor Bacon. Professor Chip spent the summer in his cabin working on a novel. He sent everyone a postcard on July 31st. Ellery examines the professor's room. Professor Chip has a complete set of Ellery Queen books. How flattering. Ellery is told they're the only books that Professor Chip purchased. Normally, he gets his books from a rental library. A rental library? This is a college. Surely they have an actual library on campus? Ellery notices one of his books is upside down. It's from the rental library. It was supposed to be returned on June 30th. This date, and a bloodstain on the floor, indicates he was killed here on June 30th. He never went to his cabin in July. The last person to see Chip before he left was a bookstore owner named Weems. Weems says Chip was writing a mystery novel called The Adventure of the Three R's. That title inspires Ellery to find clues based on reading, writing, and rithmetic. The reading clue is the upside-down book. The writing clue? That's the postcards dated July 31st. If you look closely, you'll see they were actually dated July 1st. The culprit wrote a 3 in the date to make it seem like the victim was alive in July, hiding the fact that the murder took place in June. The group visits the victim's cabin, which has his manuscript, his trunk, and his dead body. All that's left of him is a skeleton with dry bones. The narration says that it was Professor Chip's skeleton could not be questioned, which is a total lie. It's not his skeleton. As Ellery says at the end, Professor Chip has not been dead long enough to leave behind a skeleton. It's a fake. So I'm saying Ellery could solve the mystery here. Instead, he reads through Professor Chip's murder manuscript. Guess what? All the details of Professor Chip's murder match the manuscript. It's like he was writing about his own death. Since Chip's dead body is a fake, Ellery concludes he's still alive, and the entire mystery was a publicity hoax for Chip's new book. He wanted to brag his mystery was so good, it fooled Ellery Queen. The end. Post-story follow-up. I felt like Ellery was a little off in this story. I think he would normally notice the skeleton clue and the forged date clue immediately. I half noticed the skeleton clue. That is, I thought it was odd the bones were described as very dry, but the very next sentence assures readers it's the victim's real corpse, so I shrugged off my objection. Maybe Ellery was distracted by the mystery novel elements, which makes sense. He's a mystery novelist, so the mystery novel things threw him off. The arithmetic clue is the fact that the victim has a book worth a lot of money. That feels like the weakest of the 3R clues. Now, if the clue had been about addition or something, fine, that's arithmetic. But saying a book's price tag is a large number doesn't equate to using math. The title of the upside-down book changes depending on which version of the story you're reading. When they reprinted the story for Calendar of Crime, they changed the book to Ellery's most recent novel, Origin of Evil. If you're gonna give yourself free advertising in your stories, you might as well make sure it's up to date. This isn't the first mystery in the collection where the entire mystery was a fake, done in order to trick Ellery. The other fake mystery story was far superior to this one. I don't think the 3R's angle worked. I suspect the story would have worked better without that as a framing device. I'm still kind of grumpy the narration lied about the skeleton clue, too. It's definitely my least favorite mystery of the book so far. I give Ellery Queen, The Adventure of the Three R's, a thumbs down.